The Dark World. As you can see, I'm in it. And the one thing I need is Thor. I'd rather get Natalie Portman or Kat Dennings, because they're both incredibly hot. But having said that, Chris Hemsworth is definitely one nice piece of man meat. Cue title scene! So as you can tell, it's nighttime. Why? Because this movie is big. Really big. Amazingly big. Not as big as Loki's popularity, but let's face it, that has reached levels never before seen. So true. So true. But we're not talking Loki just yet. We're talking Thor. And is Thor awesome? You bet your dark elf ass he is. Oh god, this is hard. I'm not gonna lie, this film is amazing, but I don't know. Couple issues. They don't take away from the awesomeness of this movie. I just want to get them out of the way. First up, Kat Dennings. She's, like I said, smoking hot, and she does a good job as her role as Darcy. But she doesn't need to be there. She didn't need to be in this movie. She's got a love interest. He didn't need to be there. I thought that was pointless. No need for it. Just get it out of the way. She doesn't need to be there. The film's funny enough as is. Chris Hemsworth, this guy is a movie star. Rush proved it. Natalie Portman's a movie star. Tom Hiddleston's a movie star. You've already got three actors who bring so much to the table in every realm. You don't need a throwaway comedy character. I like her and I think she's fun, but it doesn't need to be there. Other thing, tad generic. The film had a couple, like I said with About Time yesterday, it hits all its usual points. You know, it is exactly what it sounds like. Christopher Eccleston, who plays Malekith or whatever, plays the evil dark elf who wants to take over the universe because that's what elves do, apparently. And that means that he will destroy us all, and Thor has to stop it, save the universe. It really hits all that you expect it to do. The plot, you know, it's not as twisty and turny as Iron Man 3, but it is what it is. Yeah, I didn't really find Malekith's character too interesting. Having said that, still got goosebumps from what comes next. Loki! Loki, as usual, once again, is awesome. Tom Hiddleston brings so much to this role. I thought he was absolutely amazing, yet again, bringing us the Dark Prince. And again, my big fear with Loki was that he'd follow suit with the Avengers. This isn't a problem, but it is a gripe. I felt like in the Avengers he was kind of just your generic bad guy, like what Malekith is. But in this film, it's a complete 180 turn. He is everything you want him to be. He's charming, he's intelligent, he's charismatic. In a lot of ways, at times, you almost feel like you're more interested in him than Thor. That's everything a good character should be. You know, he's not the big villain. I'm not talking spoilers, but it's hard to get into it because so much of this film is big and in your face and awesome. So I'll just leave it at he was amazing. Once again, thank you, Tom Hiddleston, for a beautiful performance. From there, Hemsworth as Thor, really amazing. Thor, once again, in the Avengers, I thought his personality and character took a nosedive. I thought he was kind of reversed the lessons he had learned in Thor. But I definitely believe that in this movie, he definitely came to play. You really felt like this was a continuation of his character from his own movie, not just a complete takeoff from the Avengers like Iron Man 3 or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not that it's a bad thing, but in reality for Thor, you know, it shouldn't have that impact. A lot of people complained that Tony Stark was too whiny in Iron Man 3. I disagree. The thing is that Tony Stark is a human being put through something humans shouldn't go through. Thor is a god going through god things, and in this film you feel it. You know, it's amazing what this guy can do with a character nobody knew, and realistically is pretty one-sided. Definitely Hemsworth a plus. Natalie Portman, it was tough to judge her performance in the first film because so much was going on at once, but she was just kind of your generic love interest. She was good at it, and she came off as smart when she talked about the science stuff, but I wish I heard that more in the movie. I wish she didn't just kind of become, oh, Thor, you sexy man, you. In this movie, I definitely felt she was more involved in the plot, more relevant. Anthony Hopkins, awesome as Odin. Jamie Alexander, awesome as Lady Sylph. Again, the plot is simple. It's what you expect. But that doesn't stop it from being amazing. This film I just thought was awesome. It was cool. Even though Malekith wasn't, I thought, brought to his full potential, he was scary. He was disturbing. Christopher Eccleston, one of my favorite Doctor Who's, does an amazing job. He emotes. He does all this and that. I wish he got more to do, though. But for what it is, it's very good. And like I said, a lot of comedy in this movie. But what makes this better than Iron Man 3 is that it knew when to shut up and just get about the action. Even though the comedy was very filled throughout the film, it was more balanced. It wasn't like in Iron Man 3 where Gwyneth Paltrow dies, spoilers, and Tony Stark is still cracking jokes. Thor, I always felt emotionally in tune with. I felt connected. I felt like I truly understood him. And that's what I want from these movies. I want these characters to be good. I don't care if you make them all a bit more funnier than they were last time, just so long as I always care about these characters. And that is what I want. And that is why this film is a 9 out of 10 on the superhero movie scale. Epic, amazing. Those minor complaints are just that. Minor complaints that I felt need to get out of the way and will probably be brought out within the next few weeks. This film was awesome. It was amazing. I loved it. I can't wait to get a chance to see it again, which will probably be on DVD because I can only really afford to see a movie once. Yeah. So, my question to you tonight, which do you think is better for a tone for these movies? More comedic or more dramatic? Like I said, this film does a great job of balancing out both, better than Iron Man 3, but I want to know your take. Which, if you had to pick one or the other, is the better take? And as always, if you'd like to see my room when it's brighter, click on that subscribe button below and you will see it when it's brighter. Yeah, that works.